Emily is a 29-year-old woman, newly single after a 2-year relationship that ended painfully. After hearing her friends happily talk about their dating lives, she feels a growing desire to jump back into the dating scene. Yet, a mix of excitement and doubt fills her heart. Emily remembers her last relationship. It was a beautiful love story that turned sour. Her ex, David, had seemed perfect at first, but over time, he became controlling. After their breakup, Emily promised herself she would never let someone dictate how she should feel. This vow lingers in her mind as she prepares to start dating again. Emily's fears about modern dating loom large. She worries about the endless swiping on dating apps like Tinder and the pressure to impress strangers with cleverly crafted profiles. She hears stories of people who ghost each other or who seem more interested in their phones than in real conversations. These tales make her anxious about meeting someone who truly values connection. She wonders if she'll ever feel that spark of real love again. At the same time, Emily feels determined. Armed with the lessons she learned from her past, she decides to approach dating differently. She makes it a point to be honest about her feelings from the start. This time, she's resolved to trust her instincts, even if it means missing out on fleeting connections. To avoid reverting to old habits, Emily signs up for a dating app called Bumble, which allows women to make the first move. She also keeps an open mind about other methods, like joining local meetup groups and attending social events where she can connect with people in a more casual setting. Emily wants to meet her next partner in places where they can bond over shared interests rather than just a brief chat through a screen. While she navigates this new world, Emily is mindful of the pressures that often come with dating. Friends tell her she should act a certain way or dress to impress, but she chooses to embrace her true self and dress for comfort. Confidence is key, she believes, and she wants to attract someone who appreciates her for who she truly is. As she embraces this fresh perspective, Emily reminds herself not to rush into anything. Each date is a chance to learn more about herself and what she truly wants in a partner. Ultimately, with an open heart and a clear mind, Emily steps back into the world of dating, eager to write a new, hopeful chapter of her love story. As Emily dives deeper into the world of dating, she finds herself experiencing something she didn't expect: dating fatigue. The initial excitement of downloading Bumble and matching with potential partners starts to fade. Each week, she goes on a few dates, trying to meet new people and explore connections. At first, it feels exhilarating. But soon, the constant cycle of dates, texting, and mixed signals begins to wear her down. Emily finds herself scrolling through countless profiles late at night, wondering if she is missing out on someone amazing. Each time she swipes left or right, it feels like a gamble. Sometimes she connects with great people, only to feel disappointed when the conversation fizzles out, or worse, when someone ghosts her. The feeling of rejection stings, no matter how much she tries to brush it off. With each disappointing encounter, Emily feels her confidence waning. She starts to doubt if she's truly ready for this journey. As she reflects on her experiences, Emily can't help but question whether she is doing something wrong. Am I saying the wrong things on dates? Is there something about me that isn't appealing? Those thoughts creep into her mind, and she struggles to shake them off. She confides in her friends, who all assure her that dating is hard and not to take it too personally. Yet, the reassurance doesn't always ease her worries. The issue is not just the dates themselves but the emotional roller coaster that comes with them. Emily feels tired of the mixed signals she encounters. One evening, she chats with a man named Jack. They have an incredible connection, laughing and sharing stories over coffee. He tells her he'd like to see her again. Emily feels hopeful, but when she doesn't hear from him for several days, her spirits plummet. Did she say something wrong? Was she too forward? The confusion leaves her feeling drained. She begins to question if dating is a meaningful pursuit or just a frustrating game. Each date followed by disappointment takes a bigger toll on her heart. Emily feels like she is juggling her hopes and fears, and it all starts to feel too heavy. She misses the simplicity of real connection, something she feared she would never find in today's dating scene. To cope with these feelings, Emily decides to take a small break from active dating. She tells herself it's okay to pause and reflect. This time away allows her to regroup and focus on self-care. She takes long walks, enjoys her favorite hobbies, and spends quality time with her loved ones. She realizes that stepping back also means stepping into her own life. As days pass, Emily finds moments of clarity. She enjoys reflecting on her past relationships and recognizing the lessons they taught her about herself. With every sunset she watches, she reminds herself that love cannot be rushed or forced. When she's ready to jump back into dating, she intends to do so with a lighter heart and a more open mindset. She wants to seek out those genuine connections again, free from the overwhelming din of expectations. Through the struggles and self-doubt, Emily learns that it's essential to cherish herself and approach dating more kindly. She learns that looking for love should not feel like a chore, but a journey to discovering herself along the way. After taking a break from dating, Emily feels ready to put herself out there again. She's eager, but with a newfound sense of self-awareness that she gained during her time off. As she scrolls through Bumble once more, she spots Matt, a handsome guy with an easy smile and a love for travel, something Emily is passionate about too. They match, and their conversation flows effortlessly. They share jokes, talk about their favorite places, and even discover mutual friends. Matt seems perfect for her. Emily feels a spark of excitement, something she hasn't felt in a while. They quickly make plans to meet for dinner. When the day arrives, Emily chooses a cozy restaurant with twinkling lights, setting the stage for what she hopes will be a great evening. As they sit down and start talking, she feels that familiar thrill of connection. They chat about their lives, dreams, and even their past relationships. Emily likes how open Matt is. He shares stories about his travels and the people he's met along the way. Yet, as the night unfolds, Emily begins to sense something deeper. Matt loves adventure but reveals that he isn't looking for a serious relationship. He enjoys dating casually and doesn't want to be tied down. Hearing this, Emily feels a pang in her stomach. She tries to brush it off, thinking maybe he will change his mind as they get to know one another better. But the more they talk, the clearer it becomes that their visions for the future are very different. Emily realizes that while she craves connections filled with love and commitment, Matt wants to keep things light and fun. This conflicting desire causes her to pause. She thought she had found someone great, and now, she faces the challenge of understanding what she truly needs from a relationship. The very qualities that drew her to Matt now feel like a barrier to happiness. After their dinner, Emily heads home, her mind racing. It's not easy to acknowledge that someone she likes might not be the right person for her. She finds herself questioning why they aren't on the same page. Could she actually be okay with a casual relationship? Emily grapples with her feelings late into the night. While she values the fun and laughter, deep down, she knows she wants more. Reflecting on this experience, Emily feels a surge of clarity. She understands that it's okay to hold on to her own needs and desires. Rather than pressuring herself to fit into Matt's world, she chooses to honor her feelings. With heartache comes growth, and in this moment, she learns that recognizing a mismatch is also a step forward. Over the following days, Emily processes her feelings. She talks with her friends about her date with Matt, and they praise her for discovering this important truth. They remind her that knowing what she wants is a significant win, even if it feels like a loss at the moment. Emily starts to feel a sense of accomplishment in understanding that she deserves a partner who shares her commitment. As the week unfolds, Emily's confidence grows. She sees how learning from her experiences shapes her understanding of love. The idea of feeling less alone in this journey helps her embrace her direction even more. She might not have found her perfect match, but she found an important piece of herself in the process, the lesson of knowing what she wants and not being afraid to seek it. As she moves forward, Emily feels more hopeful than ever. As the weeks pass, Emily grows closer to Matt, despite their differing views on commitment. Their time together is filled with laughter and adventure, but the conversation about relationships hangs over them like a shadow. Though she enjoys the fun they share, Emily struggles with the question: should she adapt to his way of dating, or should she stand firm for her own needs? One sunny afternoon, they find themselves hiking up a scenic trail. The beauty of nature surrounds them, but Emily's heart races with uncertainty. As they reach a stunning viewpoint, she feels exhilarated yet troubled. Matt turns to her, smiling brightly, and tells her how much he enjoys being with her. He stresses again that he wants to keep things casual, still not ready to get serious. In that moment, Emily feels the weight of the decision resting heavy on her shoulders. The hike back becomes an inner battle for Emily. Part of her loves the carefree moments they share and the fun adventures together. However, she knows deep down that this relationship may never fulfill her need for deeper commitment. On the other hand, standing firm means risking losing the laughter and connection she has grown fond of with Matt. As they walk, thoughts swirl in her mind. Emily takes a deep breath, grounding herself in the present moment. She closes her eyes and recalls her past relationships, realizing that she has often compromised her needs, those crucial things she truly wanted for the sake of pleasing her partner. But this time feels different. This time, she is stronger. She begins to realize that having boundaries doesn't mean shutting down potential happiness. Rather, it's about knowing her own worth. Emily understands that she deserves a relationship where her feelings matter, where her dreams of commitment can blossom. Just the thought of this empowers her. When they finally reach their starting point, Emily musters all her courage. She knows this conversation could change everything. Taking a deep breath, she tells Matt how she feels. She explains that while she cherishes the joyful moments they've shared, her vision of love includes deeper commitment, and she can't ignore that part of herself. Matt listens attentively, but there's a hint of confusion in his eyes. He values their connection but isn't ready for anything more than what they have. As they talk, Emily feels the struggle between fear and courage. Continuing the relationship in this way could lead to heartbreak if no one is willing to shift their perspective. That realization hits her with full clarity. She realizes it's not fair to either of them to muddle through a situation that doesn't match their desires. Brave enough to stand her ground, she tells Matt that she cannot compromise her vision of love any longer. Parting ways could hurt, but she understands that staying for the wrong reasons could hurt even more. As the conversation comes to a close, Emily feels lighter, almost as if a weight has been lifted off her shoulders. She has made a choice to honor her values, and no matter the outcome, she believes this decision is an essential part of her journey toward finding true love. The moment feels intense, transformative, like a turning point in her path to discovering what her heart truly deserves. In standing up for herself, Emily shapes her future, ready to embrace what comes next with hope and strength. After contemplating her feelings, Emily knows she must confront Matt about their differing perspectives on love and commitment. This conversation has been weighing on her heart, and the time for honesty feels urgent. One evening, she invites him over for dinner, hoping it will be a relaxed atmosphere where they can talk openly. As she cooks, her stomach churns with a mixture of fear and anticipation. When Matt arrives, he brings his typical warmth and laughter into her home. They enjoy a meal together, but beneath the joy of their moments, Emily feels the tension tightening in her chest. After dinner, she decides to speak up. Heart racing, she takes a deep breath and looks at Matt, searching for the right words. "Matt, can we talk about us?" she asks, her voice slightly trembling. As she speaks, she notices a flicker of concern in his eyes, but he nods encouragingly. "I've been thinking a lot about our relationship," Emily continues, trying to keep her tone gentle yet firm. "I really enjoy our time together, but I need to share what's been on my mind." As she speaks, Emily opens her heart, explaining how much she appreciates the laughter and connection they've built. However, she also expresses her need for something deeper. She tells him that she imagines a relationship that includes commitment, where both partners are on the same page about their future. Matt listens closely, his expression shifting from curiosity to concern. He shows genuine interest, but she can see the complexity of his emotions. I like what we have, Emily, but I told you from the beginning that I'm not looking for anything serious right now, he replies, his voice steady but hesitant. The conversation quickly turns into a delicate back and forth. Emily feels the pressure of the moment. She wants authenticity, but she also fears losing what they have. She presses on, sharing her fears about getting too attached without knowing where their relationship is headed. I don't want to keep pretending this is enough for me, she admits, realizing she has to be vulnerable to communicate effectively. Matt's brow furrows as he processes her words. I understand, but I thought we were having fun together without the pressure. I'm not ready for a serious relationship. His voice reveals his inner conflict. He enjoys their relationship but feels cornered by Emily's expectations. As they communicate, the tension in the room peaks. Emily's heart races, torn between desire and fear. She wants them to connect, but instead, she worries this moment could lead to conflict or, worse, a breakup. However, she presses on, feeling a wave of determination rising within her. Life is too short for me not to be honest about what I want, Matt, she states firmly. I care about you, and I want authenticity in my life. If we keep going like this, it will hurt us both in the end. Matt takes a deep breath, and moments stretch as they sit in silence. They can feel the weight of uncertainty hanging between them, yet Emily also senses the potential for clarity. This honest conversation may be challenging, but it could create room for growth, whether together or apart. In that moment, Emily realizes that standing up for her feelings is in itself a reward. She may risk losing Matt, but by voicing her needs, she is closer to understanding her own heart. This interaction, though tense, becomes a pivotal turning point in her journey towards self-discovery. Whether they continue together or not, Emily knows she has honored herself by being truthful. With their views laid bare, they both begin to process the moment's intensity. As the conversation comes to a close, both Emily and Matt realize that being open about their desires and fears is an important part of any relationship. They might leave this moment embracing different paths, yet lit by the spark of honesty that emerged from within their hearts. As the conversation drifts towards an uneasy silence, Emily feels a heavy weight building inside her. Matt's words linger in the air, a reminder that they are on very different paths. She reflects on her thoughts and fears, weighing the importance of her own needs against the relationship she has built with him. After expressing her prospects of a future filled with commitment, she grapples with a reality that looms large. If she continues to stay in a relationship that doesn't align with her heart's desires, she risks losing herself in the ongoing cycle of hope and disappointment. Emily knows she deserves more than to fit into someone else's view of love. Taking a deep breath, she gathers her thoughts. Matt, I feel like you and I are looking for different things, she says softly, her hands shaking slightly. I've been trying to adjust my feelings to fit what we have, but you make it clear you're not ready for what I want. That really worries me. Matt looks down, his expression revealing his internal struggle. I didn't mean to lead you on. I really enjoy our time together, truly. But you're right. I just want to have fun and enjoy life as it comes. A part of Emily feels the urge to stay, to fight for something they built. It's hard to think about walking away from the good times they shared, but another part knows the truth. Her vision for love cannot blossom in an environment dominated by uncertainty and fear. Maybe it's best to take a break, she suggests with a wavering voice, though her heart aches with the thought. I don't want to hold on to something that feels unsteady. We may need to part ways to discover what we really want in life. The atmosphere feels thick with emotion, but Emily begins to sense a flicker of relief within herself. She understands that acknowledging her truth is a courageous act. Staying with Matt may feel warm for now, but continuing in a state of doubt hurts her deeply. Choosing to walk away doesn't mean she's giving up, instead, it signifies an opening to pursue healthier relationships where her needs will matter. Matt seems to grasp the reality of her decision. He looks up, sadness evident in his eyes. I respect you for this, Emily. I can see why you feel this way. It's just hard to hear. Hearing those words solidifies Emily's resolve. There is no easy way to navigate this emotional turn, and she knows they both deserve honesty. With clarity in her voice, she continues, "I believe there is someone out there who wants the same things I do, a wonderful, caring relationship. It's scary to think about it. But I have to trust myself." As their conversation nears its conclusion, Emily feels a mix of empowerment and sadness. She acknowledges the memories that they shared, but she also knows that holding on to someone who does not meet her needs would only delay her journey toward true love. With every word of understanding shared, they part with a mutual respect, recognizing that this is the right decision for both. As Emily begins to envision her future, she knows her approach to dating will change. Instead of settling for less, she will prioritize honesty and self-worth. This painful yet liberating moment teaches her that it's okay to be selective, to seek love aligned with her values rather than compromise her heart's desires. Each experience brings her closer to discovering what she genuinely wants in a partner. Walking away feels daunting, but Emily realizes she's also stepping toward possibility. With her heart more open and her understanding clearer, she is ready to embrace her journey toward healthier dating experiences, eager to find someone who aligns with her dreams of enduring love. This choice marks not just the end of one chapter, but the beginning of a hopeful new adventure, fueled by newfound courage and self-respect. In the days following her conversation with Matt, Emily embarks on a period of reflection that feels both heavy and enlightening. Each moment presents an opportunity to process the intricate journey she has traveled through dating. Echoes of their farewell linger in her mind, and with every thought, she confronts the range of emotions swirling within her. Emily spends time on her favorite park bench, bathed in golden sunlight. She sometimes finds herself lost in her thoughts while observing the lively world around her. After parting with Matt, she has moments of sadness. Memories of their shared laughter and adventures float through her mind. Yet, deep down, she knows that her decision was the right one. By choosing to walk away, Emily is honoring her own needs, a vital lesson she wrestles with during this time. As she reflects, she realizes that she has learned significant truths about herself. The process of dating taught her that loving herself definitely comes first. Throughout her journey, she noticed the moments she compromised her needs seemed to create a disconnect with her true self. Emily now understands that love should feel safe and fulfilling. It shouldn't force her to adjust like a puzzle piece that doesn't quite fit. This self-awareness brings her a sense of empowerment. No longer does she feel the urge to change herself for someone else's expectations. Emily recognizes that love is not just about romantic gestures and adventures, it is equally about respect and commitment. Real connections require open communication where both partners' needs are cared for. Having faced the hard choice to leave a relationship that didn't match her values has built her confidence. However, even in her understanding, there are moments of confusion. As she watches the other couples in the park, a sense of longing washes over her. She wonders if she will meet someone who truly shares her values and dreams. Her heart is eager for love, but she understands she must be patient. She realizes that finding the right person takes time, which means she needs to keep her heart open while also remaining true to herself. Emily also contemplates the importance of clarity in future relationships. She knows must learn to communicate her needs early on to avoid similar situations. The lessons she takes with her are not just about her own boundaries but about recognizing the energy someone brings into her life. Kindness, honesty, and mutual respect are essential ingredients for any relationship to thrive. Amid moments of uncertainty, Emily finds comfort in her support system. Talking with her friends helps solidify her new perspective. They encourage her to embrace her journey of self-discovery and not rush into dating again until she feels ready. Their support reminds her that being single isn't a sign of failure but a vital period of growth and self-learning. As Emily processes these thoughts, she feels a new sense of hope beginning to blossom. Her journey is a blend of introspection and lessons learned, leaving her open and eager for what the future holds. The journey may feel challenging and unpredictable, but through self-discovery comes resilience, and with resilience, there's clarity. In this time of quiet reflection, she embraces the decision she made to honor herself. Each layer of understanding adds brightness to her path as she prepares for the next chapter in her life. Ultimately, Emily knows that love is a journey, and she champions herself through each step with authenticity and warmth. After reflecting on her journey, Emily knows it is time to focus on rebuilding her confidence and self-worth. It's been a challenging period, but she feels ready to integrate the lessons she has learned into her life. Pursuing self-discovery becomes her main goal, helping her reclaim a sense of self she feels is stronger than before. To start, Emily takes a break from dating altogether. At first, this decision feels daunting. Her heart remembers the excitement of meeting new people, but she recognizes that now is the moment to dig deeper into her own life. Instead of swiping through dating apps, she turns to activities that spark joy within her. Emily joins a local art class, where she finds comfort in expressing herself creatively. As she immerses herself in painting, she feels her worries fade away, allowing her to reconnect with the joy of self-expression. Despite spending time alone, she remembers the importance of her friendships. Gathering with her close friends becomes a source of strength and encouragement. They go on weekend hikes, visit art galleries, and share meals filled with laughter and heartfelt discussions. These moments of connection remind her that her worth isn't tied to romantic relationships but rather to the love and support she shares with those around her. While reflecting on her past experiences, Emily feels pride in acknowledging what she truly wants in her next relationship. She begins journaling about her hopes, dreams, and what love means to her. On the pages of her journal, she finds clarity around her values, including honesty, kindness, and mutual respect. This written exploration is incredibly comforting, and each word helps solidify her self-worth and personal desires. As the months pass, Emily starts to notice a shift within herself. She carries herself with a newfound confidence as she faces life's daily challenges. The blend of creativity, friendship, and self-reflection empowers her to embrace who she is. At times, memories of her experiences with Matt resurface, but instead of lingering on past pain, Emily reminds herself of the lessons she gained, treating those memories with compassion. Eventually, Emily feels secure enough to consider re-entering the dating world. Yet, there is a notable change within her mindset. This time, she approaches dating with a clearer sense of purpose. She knows that she deserves a partner who shares her vision of love, someone who understands the value of commitment. Instead of rushing into the dating scene, she decides to take it slow, allowing herself the space to truly connect with potential partners. When she creates a new dating profile, her approach is different. In her bio, she opens up about what she is looking for and what she values. Emily explicitly states that she seeks an authentic connection, not just casual encounters. This newfound clarity in her desires excites her, bringing a fresh wave of hope. As she begins to engage with new people, Emily finds herself feeling more grounded. She feels confident setting boundaries, ensuring her needs remain a priority. Each conversation feels meaningful, and she embarks on this next phase as someone ready for a true connection without feeling fear or pressure. Through these experiences, Emily learns how essential it is to embrace her journey fully. She takes pride in every step she has taken toward self-improvement. Emily transforms challenges into growth, carrying the insights of her past relationships forward. In this new chapter, she recognizes the importance of balancing openness with a sense of self-worth, realizing that she is worthy of love that feels genuinely good. The future feels bright, filled with promise and the potential for deeper connections, and she moves forward with her heart open, ready to face what comes next. As time passes, Emily finds herself in a place of remarkable growth and self-awareness. The journey she has trailed, the ups and downs of her dating life, including the difficult decision to part ways with Matt, has profoundly changed her. With every experience, she has crafted a clearer understanding of what she desires in a relationship, and now she emerges not just stronger but more attuned to her own feelings. Returning to the dating world, Emily's approach is infused with a sense of purpose and caution. She no longer seeks love out of desperation or fear of being alone. Instead, she is ready to cultivate genuine connection with those who value and respect her. Emily understands that balancing vulnerability and self-protection is key. Her heart is eager for romance, but it is also grounded in her self-worth. She now knows that compromising on her values is not an option. This mindset allows her to stay true to herself while exploring new relationships. Setting boundaries becomes a priority for Emily. As she meets new people, she communicates her intentions clearly from the beginning. During conversations, she expresses what is important to her, such as mutual respect, open communication, and shared future goals. These honest discussions make her feel empowered, transforming past fears into newfound confidence. While she expects these conversations might scare off some, Emily realizes they also attract those who align with her vision of love. As she dates and connects with others, Emily cultivates patience. She understands that finding the right partner takes time, and not every connection will lead to something significant. Embracing the possibilities without putting excessive pressure on herself becomes a refreshing approach. Instead of seeing every date as a potential relationship, she decides to enjoy each moment and view it as an opportunity to learn and grow. This shift in perspective brings a sense of ease and allows her heart to remain open. One evening, during a chance encounter at a local coffee shop, Emily meets a man named Alex. He is soft-spoken and kind, sharing similar passions for travel and art. During their conversation, Emily feels a genuine connection forming. As they discuss their interests and values, Emily is reminded of her new principles. She feels confident sharing her vision of love and articulating her boundaries, something she never dared to do before. Alex listens intently, responding with respect that places her at ease without the fear of judgment. Over subsequent dates, Emily watches this early connection unfold. She is pleasantly surprised by how Alex respects her boundaries, creating a safe space where they can both express their hopes and concerns. No longer is she trapped by insecurities or past wounds. Instead, she recognizes the beauty of building a relationship founded on mutual understanding. Her interactions with Alex feel different compared to her previous experiences. There is no rush for titles, rather, they explore their connection organically. Emily learns to appreciate each moment without fixating on what may or may not follow. This new outlook nourishes her sense of optimism. Emily understands that life's journey continues beyond one relationship. She feels excited about the future, ready to embrace whatever comes her way. Through her adventures and self-discovery, she knows that love is not a destination but a beautiful path filled with lessons. Most importantly, Emily has learned to trust herself, welcoming both the joy and uncertainty of generating genuine connection. In this new chapter of her life, she remains hopeful yet grounded. As Emily opens her heart to future relationships, she walks into each one with openness and self-awareness, knowing that no matter the outcome, her true self will always shine brightly.